whole drink spill?
No, it had a slurp left. It had 1 inch left.
I can't believe you did that.
It had 1 inch left.
You can shake it up. It's not too far under there.
You can just...
I have a straw if you need it.
Whenever you spill something, do you ever go... Do you ever do that? Be honest. Did you ever do that?
No.
Yes, I have done that before.
Me too. So fucking good.
So good.
Thank you for indulging me. I feel like I'm really understood here.
If one more goddamn person
Sends
posts
you
this
that picture.
on my fucking wall and sends me this picture, I'm gonna check
Wait,
my
what
phone.
picture?
The fucking raccoon being proposed to. I don't care about it. I don't care. I hate it.
Every time I see that picture, I want to fucking send it to you, even though I know you've seen it 30 times.
Your whole arm shakes. This whole side of him just...
Fucking, you sent it to me. Zia sent it to me. Sarah just sent it to me. John has sent it to me.
There's a whole Twitter of raccoons doing cute things.
I like your whole
Great.
brand is hating raccoons.
I don't hate them.
I don't hate them, I just wish them agonizing death.
I
I just wish the planet would be better without them. Like, come on.
Smoky, smoky ashes.
What do they do besides...
What do people do, huh?
What did
That's
he do to
deep.
you?
We live...
We'll try our fucking best.
What is that picture going around with Steve Buscemi and he's in Spy Kids and he's like, do you think God's afraid of coming down to Earth because he's afraid of what he's created?
That's not the quote. Do you think God, too, stays in heaven because he's too... I forgot it!
That's not the quote.
That's not... Thank you. Thank you. Fuck you.
Dude, well, hold on.
You. No, I'm not gonna hold on. You fucked
God-
it up already. It's too late. You fucked it
God
up. You
stays
can't
in
come back.
heaven because he
Chris is
shivers.
kicked out of the
He's
podcast.
trembling because he
Ice-
created something that snorts.
Katie stays in her house because of the...
Raccoons.
Did you make the raccoons? Is that why you're afraid of them?
I am
That's why-
to God?
That's why God stays in heaven, because he's afraid of the raccoons.
That he made accidentally. Did you think he sneezed and he's like, oh no.
You ever see that picture where it's like, it's God and he goes, okay, just a dash of anxiety. Oops.
Yeah.
And then people post it on Facebook and they go, same. Me. Where's the lie, though? They say that, too.
I just saw today on Facebook not that long ago. I shared it and it was like nobody, and it was like emo girls.
Yeah.
Did you see that? It was like emo girls. And it was like I'm
That's
not okay, but it crosses out the other words. It just says, wait. God damn it! None of this is going.
I saw you fucking up and then you were like, you immediately just, oh
no! Wait, hold on. Fuck.
Welcome to Podcast Whatever. My name is Chris. I have type O negative blood. Please don't call me.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Since when?
Since
Yesterday?
since last year.
Chris's
Wow.
16th birthday.
I've been trying really hard.
My name's Katie, and what's up with those raccoons? Am I right?
That's your intro?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's my
What's
intro.
up with those raccoons?
What's up with those raccoons?
My name is Blake/Lake/Cat Ferrum. It's a work in progress, and you're watching the Disney Channel.
Yo, I'm Jared.
No, you have to come closer to the microphone!
What are you doing over
Hey,
there?
I'm Jared, and I've come closer.
Ew, dude.
Nope, that's it. That's your intro.
Nailed it.
This is Erica, and I'm blushing.
Ooh. That's the stuff.
Yeah. Wasn't this at the sink re-emerging? What? What's shower etiquette? Who wrote that?
I did. Okay, so
I want to talk about shower etiquette.
something I've been thinking about a lot recently is that what do you do in the shower? Like, how many things can you get done in the shower before it gets weird? And I'm not going to explain that.
Before it gets weird.
Yeah.
I fill my mouth with the water.
Well, okay, so
Oh, are you
swear that.
talking about like extra things you do, like
Yeah.
like you shower and get clean and stuff? But
Yeah.
are you talking like brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I brush my teeth in the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Because
brush my
like,
teeth in the shower. I've shaved my beard in the shower.
I thought that's what you're supposed to do.
No, you're supposed to normally shave it in the sink.
Wait, do you have a mirror? You don't have a mirror in your thing. Oh, you just memorize.
Yeah,
Let
you
it
just
go.
memorize. It's a pretty simple pattern.
Yeah, I can't do that because if I go too far, then I ruin the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone in the shower, they cup their hands together and then they fill it with water and then they just let it go?
Yes.
Why does everybody do that?
Wait, do you remember when we talked about, there was one time
Oh
Chris
my
and I
God.
were talking about, yeah, I've been talking about this. There was one time Chris and I were
It was
talking
one of the
about,
first conversations me and Katie had where
we were like, you know when you're like, oh my god, haha, relatable. I used to do that as a kid too. Me and Chris talked about how when you were a kid and in the shower, or in the bath actually, you would put your back flat onto the bathtub, and when you would come up, it would suction. And it made like a fart noise. Yeah! But you would do it over and over again. Sometimes
and then
you would
everybody in your whole house would say, "What? They blush. I hear this. I hear this going on."
It feels nice.
No, because you can get up too fast,
It hurts.
and it just sucks your muscle fiber off of your bones, and it can leave you
ripped right out of your body.
Okay, so the bottom of our tub growing up was like kind of like I had texture to it, so we couldn't do it. So I would do it against the back wall of it.
Yeah.
And I would think my downstairs neighbors can hear me. I would think about that, and then I would just do it like louder.
Hear through the walls.
No,
Yeah.
it's like boom. It's terrifying. Did anyone else do? Jared, did you do that? Did you make little farts? Suctions on the tub?
Not
What?
really. No.
What's a weird thing you do in the shower?
I don't know.
Jared's like, I'm not weird.
I'm not weird.
I remember my uncle one time. We were washing.
Okay, hold on.
We were uncle in the shower.
Excuse
Are
me?
you allowed to talk about this on the show?
Well,
I'm scared.
when we were
Do we
washing
need to
cars.
Talk about a mole. I
Do we
will
need
chop
to
off your head.
contact
You don't even whisper the word mole. I will chop off your head live on the podcast.
Oh, the mole! No, please!
Joey, why?
Well, we were washing his car.
Doesn't make this any better.
And he was like trying to give me advice on how to wash cars. And I remember he said, "Well, Chris, when you take a shower, what's the first thing you do?" And I was just like,
What?
"What?"
How old were you?
Old enough. And I was
Like
like
11 or
I was like
21?
I was like, "What?" And he's like, "What do you do? What's the first thing you do in the shower?" And I was like, "We're washing cars." Like, what?
I pee.
And he's just like, "No, but when you get in the shower, what's the first thing you do?" And I was like, "Pee? I don't know." And he's like, "No, what's the first thing you wash?" And I was like, "I don't know. What are you trying to get at?" And then he's like,
Why is he
"You
trying to
wash your
explain that?
hair."
What?
And I was like,
Why?
"What?"
Why is this a fight?
And then and then he's like, "You wash the top of the car first, so that it drips down and washes the rest." And I was like,
because everybody
"Okay."
tries the same.
I don't
I was like, "Where? What?"
I don't use body wash. I only wash my hair, and then I just walk out of the shower. And I don't even drip dry. I just kind of jump into bed.
Honestly,
I never
would've
forgot
been
that.
shocked about that comment because I wash my hair last.
Whoa!
Whoa, I know.
You wash your body and it drips
Crazy.
up.
Hangs like
Everything just runs
vampire.
upward. Ruins it all.
Ruined.
Just ruins me.
Did you put any vodka in this?
Yeah, I didn't put too much.
Oh, how offended she is. Excuse
How
me.
dare you?
I'm
right
a
back.
lady.
Pee or no pee?
Oh, yeah. If you say you don't pee in the shower, you lying.
I don't pee in other people's shower. That's a pee-free shower for me. I'm staying at their house.
That was my first introduction. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Just picturing your limit on that is you don't pee directly on the floor, but you pee all over the walls.
Whoa! You have to do it first because if you're gonna pee, you have to do it first because you have to wash yourself afterwards. Because would you pee outside all over your legs and then not wash yourself?
Oh, all the time.
Flush that
No,
You
it
have
would
to
keep
think
people
about
away
it.
from me.
to keep the
And then you
off.
directly on the walking path.
You found piss
okay,
robe today. You found pissy robe today.
Pissy robe.
Yesterday.
Yesterday,
Whatever.
pissy robe.
I went. Yes, I did. I went to the bins. I went to the Goodwill bins. I actually recorded. You'd be very proud of me, and I'm going to upload it. But I went to the Goodwill bins here, and what happened is, as I was looking in the bins, I picked up a robe, and I was like, "Oh, this is really cute," because it was floral. So I was like, "Oh, this is like so great." And I was like, "Oh, a robe," and I picked it up, and it was just covered in piss. Like it's like I picked it up, and I was like, "Ugh! Ugh!"
Was it fresh?
Ooh.
Well, I did it. I just didn't want to let them know. But, like, it was covered in piss. And so I was like, oh, my God. So I, like, instinctively, like, threw it back in the bin because I didn't want to touch it anymore.
Do you want to explain what the bins is? Because I actually didn't know what that was.
What the Goodwill... Okay, so I'm sure there's... You know what Goodwill is? There's clothes and stuff and electronics and whatever it is.
Listens to this.
So Goodwill bins is basically, like, it's literally what it is there's gigantic bins filled with... It's usually typically a whole bunch of clothing, but they have electronics in there, just miscellaneous stuff.
P-robes.
P-robes, lots of P-robes, piss bottles. Z found one in there. There's a lot of piss.
So much piss.
Just razor blades thrown in there that I saw.
Looking
Nice.
good.
Did you get to find some good old used needles?
See, I was like, I knew
You
it.
did say you were like, yeah, like a needle in there or something. This was my first time going to the bins. It's just a whole bunch of stuff thrown together, and basically you can donate to this facility itself.
Didn't
the
you just
Goodwill
donate to the bins?
I was going to the bin?
Did you donate to the bin a few days ago?
Well, there wasn't a bin because, okay, so what normally happens at Goodwill's is that, like, you go to a port at a Goodwill and then you just drop your stuff off after somebody comes out with their own bin, their, like, special bin, without needles. It's the good bin.
Wait, what? With needles?
There are no needles there because it's not Seattle. Seattle's covered in needles.
Yeah, they are.
Like, roll around, you have 20 seconds
Why'd
on you.
you say that? What needle have you seen? What needle have you? You didn't even go to the doctor. You didn't, maybe at Joann's Fabrics you saw it. Where did you see a needle in? Actually, I see a lot of in the bathrooms. I see a lot of needle disposal things since here. That's new to me.
Needle
just got-
disposal things?
There's a sharp discard station in the bathrooms.
It's like a plastic bin, like bolted to the wall, with like
And it
a
says
flap
sharps,
that you
please.
can't reach
Oh, well, it's
into.
probably for people, I'm going to assume, who have, their insulin.
You'd assume that.
Hopefully.
Or the heroin needles, at least they can do it safely.
Also for that.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
The heroin needles, they can do it safely. Please don't do it at aisle 3. Do it in our bathroom.
Do it in the
aisle
bathroom
four.
next to the sharps unit.
In my
yourself
work
while you're doing it.
experience, that's why we had to put those in there.
Yeah.
Was not because we had an influx of diabetics.
Insulin!
Yeah.
Please! I need a place to do my insulin. Walgreens, my savior.
Somebody comes into your store dripping in sweat. They're like, I need a place to put
Dripping in
my
diet.
insulin
I'm
needle.
literally just imagining somebody literally like sweating like, well, I can't, what am I, just holding their needle up for everyone to see. I don't know where to, Walgreens.
Can you do it? I can't look. 2 conversations back, we were talking about the bins.
Yeah.
It's just,
Katya was talking about the bins.
We're talking about bins. Okay, who said Disney ashes?
Me.
Disney ashes?
I want to hear this story.
I want to hear it.
People keep saying as their dying request,
oh, yeah.
they want their ashes to be spread across Disneyland.
Disneyland is
heard
filled
this.
with dead people.
It is.
You'd think that because everybody wants to be thrown on the fucking haunted mansion, so everybody does. They sneak fucking human ashes onto this ride, and they spread some all over the place. And Disneyland cleans it the fuck up daily.
no.
There is no dead people on that ride.
But there are ghosts.
They have a whole team of people cleaning dead people's remains.
Are they exclusively for corpses? Like in ashes?
No, but see, my mind
Like
goes...
cigarette ashes. They
My mind
they
goes to,
collect
like,
them.
the roller coaster, and, like, people
No,
be like, oh,
people-
I'm gonna do it on the roller coaster, and, like, be high up, and then they're like, I want to be front of the line, and then they just spray, and everybody has, like, their grandma's ashes in their mouths.
Yeah.
It's better than throw up. Is it better than throw up?
Think about
I
it.
would love to
Does that
inhale
make you a
grandma.
cannibal? Are you
eating
technically
some-
a cannibal?
Absolutely.
Technically, right?
Because there was a story. There was a story in the news where somebody got in trouble because they made cookies for their class.
No.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
What?
Oh no,
I think
no.
it had to have been Florida.
It just had to have been.
Florida man.
Florida man.
What do you gain from that?
I'm gonna tell the teacher. What do you gain?
Can I tell you that, like, when I used to do estate sales, I went to an estate sale. I wasn't there working one, and I went into the closet. So, you know, they set up everything, whatever, they price it, they make it look neat and organized. And I went in there, and, you know, there's just, like, knickknacks and miscellaneous stuff, whatever. And
You can't keep saying that word.
I'm gonna say knickknacks.
She doesn't know what it means.
And so I went in there.
Sweating right now.
What does it mean? It's just a word for little things that old grandmas have that they put on the wall.
There's other words that you could use.
I want to hear her story.
So anyway, thank you. I go in, I'm like, oh, this is a really cool little vase. Vase, whatever, however you say it.
You say vase?
We were talking about this on stream. It's also pronounced gyro. Okay?
Okay. Katie, we love you and you're wonderful. That's the one. That's your.
But
one
also
flaw.
leave.
Like get
My
out of
only,
here.
thank you so much. My one flaw is I say gyro
Correctly.
It's not a gyro though. There's a gyroscope, and then there's a you eat the gyro. You play with the
gyroscope.
gyroscope.
Hey, what's the story? What are you talking about?
I go into the closet and I'm like, wow, I like this container. I twist it open.
Oh, it's an urn?
No, there was just ashes in there. And I don't know if it was human or it could have been a dog's.
How much was
Or a
there?
cat.
And you went,
$3.
They were selling it. They were selling it.
I could have bought someone's grandma.
so it was an urn.
Oh, it was not an urn. Well, it technically wasn't an urn. It was like some sort of like jar that they put the ashes in.
Just a mason jar filled with ashes.
yeah, you know,
They did that in the Big Lebowski. They did it
yeah,
in
they
the
put it in the
thing.
coffee. Yeah, but
And they
like.
threw it in Disneyland.
I didn't say anything because I was like, I don't know what to do with this. Oh my god! And I was like, to my friend Ebony, I was like, is that ashes?
Dude,
And
we
she
could
was
take
like,
these.
yeah.
We could take these ashes, and no one would even know.
Here, oh, let me just open my purse.
My pocket.
What
Take a
I
handful.
really want to know about is if you go to Disneyland or Disney World or wherever the fuck, and you have grandma in your pocket, can they take?
They take grandma.
Can they confiscate?
My grandma was seized by Disneyland security. I'll never see her again.
That would be like a YouTuber's headline. Like how to get like
My grandma was stolen.
like how to get like clicks. My grandma was seized.
It's a really colorful thumbnail, and he's making a really confused face. My grandma was stolen.
Yeah,
It's like Howard Salter
yeah.
with like the Photoshop, like they bring the eyebrows way too far up.
Oh yeah, and it has the emoji like.
They photoshopped a
horse.
stupid Mickey hat on him.
Yeah.
God, I would love to see that YouTube storytime video.
Oh my god.
Shane Dawson does a documentary about it.
Not clickbait.
Do you see all of the freaking articles going around because of his conspiracy about the Chuck E.
Chuck E.
Cheese
Cheese pizza,
pizza?
yeah.
What? Yeah.
I haven't seen it go around, but I don't know what it's about.
So it's Shane. He basically what he does is he does this conspiracy about how like if you go to Chuck E. Cheese with like your kids or whatever, and you leave half a pizza, they take it, they bring it in the back, and then like if these people over here left like 3 slices over here, they bring it and they put a whole
reheat
pizza
it in the
together.
back.
They reheat it together and they make a full slice of pizza from the unused pizza.
But the validity of it is if you get a pizza at Chuck E. Cheese, all the slices are different sizes.
Yeah.
So,
In different times.
and the only thing they said upon it was all of our pizza is baked fresh. That's their only statement.
Yeah.
They had.
They didn't say it was
But
your
like,
fault.
how?
It's just
how?
to make fresh.
How if it's all different sizes?
That's fun.
What were they thinking?
But that's just a pizza.
This is a theory.
A gay
Chuck E.
Cheese pizza.
All right, let me do my Toy Story story.
Okay.
Okay, so I went to
Toy Story. What is this story about?
I went to the flea market today. It was really fun. And so I'm going to use the word knickknacks again. Hope you're okay with that. They had a bunch of knickknacks that I guess were broken. And what they did was
I
this...
don't like that word.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, I don't care. So this guy, what he did instead of like just throwing the glass pieces away is he took other, like, toy parts that I guess were broken as well, or he broke them, I don't know. And it was, like, the body of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That guy's actually a psychopath.
Yeah, no, he is.
Literally gonna make a
Like, a
murderer right now.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. And then, like, the head of, like, some sort of, like, doll.
That's
like Toy Story. But he did that with a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, but then there was a snake. The body of a snake.
A snake?
And, like, a penny as the head.
Where can I buy these?
If you go to the Fremont Flea Market, it's there.
A penny as the head. Could you just not think of anything, or did it actually have a penny as the head? A penny.
I thought I took a picture of it, which it did the clicky thing or whatever for taking a picture. I guess it didn't save, but like I just thought of that, which now I kind of want to make that.
It's cursed.
It is cursed.
Toy Story conspiracy.
But it was just a whole bunch of that.
Is there
random
any
shit
chance
there.
that this was just art and you didn't understand
You were just
it?
touching it.
No.
You were at a museum and you were grabbing everything and looking at it.
No, because it was so the way that it worked is like he had it at the front of the table, which is the first thing that you saw when you went into like the guy's section, and then just the rest of it was normal like antiques and like vintage items. So he took the broken stuff and put it together, and I was like, that's amazing, because what he's gonna end up doing is he's just gonna end up throwing the pieces away, but instead he made art with it. Really weird art, but art nonetheless, and I should have bought a piece, but I didn't.
You have bought so many things that you cannot take home with you.
I know.
She bought unicycle pants.
What?
Unicycle underwear.
What?
She corrected me without informing anyone. What the hell she's talking
Are
about.
they unicycle printed? I thought the function of them are you have to ride a unicycle.
No, I was so confused because I went
safety equipment.
No, I went to the bins with Z, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Because in the bins you also see literally like used underwear in there. Like you will see a whole bunch of stuff. So at first when I grabbed it, I thought it was underwear, and I was like, what? It still has a tag on. Like, what is this? And when I looked inside, I saw padding, and I literally thought it was for like a camel toe. Like camel toe underwear was my first thought.
What?
Camel toe underwear. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I looked it up, and it's for when you're riding a bicycle for either if you're just uncomfortable or for long periods of time. It's just padding for your butt.
Oh, it is like okay.
Yeah, so it is technically like equipment, and it still had the tag on it. Like, if it didn't have the tag on it, I would have been like, somebody use this, I don't want this. But since it had the tag on it, I can sell it. And I was like, cool. And I am going to make half my money back with the purchase I had with everything, right? Just off of this. So I was like, cool.
Unicycle underwear.
Unicycle. I don't know if it's necessarily underwear, but it's definitely for when you ride a bike. Like, it covers your butt, it covers the front. So
Can
you
also be
could
fetish
wear it
underwear.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not for streaming?
Are you into bike riding?
for streaming. Is that what you
Yeah.
said? You could use it for streaming. It has a nice padded butt.
Yeah.
And then I was like, does
Is
that
it
make
padding or is it absorbent?
Probably both. Because you don't want swamp ass.
Stop it.
You're not wrong. If you can stop swamp ass from happening, why not?
Prevent swamp ass today. Cannot be used if pregnant and or breastfeeding.
I feel like when you're pregnant, you I don't know. I feel like you sweat a lot. You probably would get swamp ass frequently.
Swass?
Big juicy swass.
It's also really fucking gross.
Before, when we were going to the store, me, Jared, and Katie were going to go pick up some beers, you know. And Katie goes, shotgun, Kurt Cobain, you know what I mean? Me and Jared are just looking at each other like, are we supposed to laugh? Katie is talking about suicide, which is not a funny topic. I can't believe this has happened in the house. And I looked at Katie.
As you.
I looked down, chin down, eyes
First
up. I
of
said,
all-
"You sound like such an asshole right now."
First of all, I feel like maybe we should disclaimer. We're going to talk about suicide for a second.
Disclaimer real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Our previous interaction was you just sleeping on my couch, which was the first time I met you. And then the second time I met you, you dropped a suicide joke. So disclaimer.
I didn't mean to go that deep. Sorry.
Why are your fingertips cheesy flavored? Oh! What just
finger's gone.
You'll miss it.
You know what?
You should have bit it off.
I miss Jimmy.
Oh my god.
Would you like to explain,
What?
Explain what? That's what happened. We were talking about...
Contextually, that's all Jared knows.
Explain something to save me.
I said, who's driving? Chris said, I'll drive. And you said, shotgun. Kurt Cobain. Right? That was it.
And then we paused.
We paused
and I
for
said,
like 2 whole seconds.
without context, you sound like an asshole right now. And then you just went, and you didn't explain anything.
And then she sprouted horns.
oh my god, my stomach hurts so bad. Don't you put your fucking fingers, don't touch me.
Chris's finger.
Okay, so the story behind that was, so since I'm in Seattle, one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to see the Kurt Cobain house.
I just wanted to see where he took his last breath. And
And take a selfie
I just
there.
wanted to go,
Which I did. I took selfies.
yeah, you took 30 selfies in front of the Kurt Cobain suicide shotgun, am I right?
No.
So,
Oh my god. No, stop, Katie, stop! Stop sitting, Katie!
Yes, Katie.
No, Katie!
Does the context make it better or worse?
I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here. I know the context, and I don't think it makes it any
no, it doesn't.
And I said that, I was like, wait, the
You went to
context...
his gravesite, and then 2 hours later, you disrespected the fuck out of him.
Oh, God.
I don't think he's gonna know.
Hey, Kurt. Suck on this. More like Kurt Cobain, am I right? Sorry.
Not funny.
Oh.
Also, I didn't know who Kurt Cobain was before this conversation. Who is he?
Mr. Go Nirvana.
He sang Pearl
Who he
Jam.
is.
He sang Pearl Jam.
He said Pearl Jam, or he was Pearl Jam?
He was from Nirvana.
He was one of
the
the
first
running
lead singer.
Republican candidates in the 2010 election.
Literally take this vodka and squirt it at you across the room.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh,
You spittled.
Drippies.
Oh god. Whoa.
What? You saw it jump, right?
Yeah, it jumped.
You pushed on it, and I swear, like the
It
drop,
squirted
like
out.
A little organism jumped out to the next puddle to avoid
Whoa.
my finger.
because I don't think that one was there.
Chris's
It was.
finger today.
But now it's
Yeah,
not.
put your finger away. Put them away.
Put your funny finger away.
Take my fingers back.
All right, new podcast rule. Everybody has to have their hands on the table at all times.
Damn
fucking
vodka.
God.
Ethan.
Oh, cat's out. Cat's out of the podcast.
Cat has to come up with a topic.
So right now, for the last entire podcast, I've been listening to Enya, my Lord and Savior, and right now she says, hang on, let me listen.
Wait, yeah, can you tell me what you told me about Enya?
She says, ya mama.
Yes and yes.
Yes, yes. Oh, there.
I'll tell you what.
Thank you! I just channeled Enya, and she says, I don't want to talk to any of you right now.
I don't want to talk to any of you.
I live in a castle, so I don't have to
Am I
deal
right?
with humans.
Leave them alone.
Wait, yeah, I never finished that story.
Oh.
What
The
story?
Kurt Cobain story.
I thought you were
Hurry up.
banned.
I'm
Aren't you
banned.
grounded? Aren't you grounded?
I'm grounded.
Okay.
So, I said something about shotgun, and I was talking to my friend Z about it, and Z was like, oh, do you know why that they say shotgun? And I said, no, why? And Z goes, oh, it's because when Kurt Cobain killed himself, he used a shotgun, but he sat in the passenger side, so when you say shotgun, it's in relation to Kurt Cobain, and I was like,
What? I've never heard that.
hold on. And I was like, wait, really? But I was kind of in disbelief because I was like, I've definitely heard that saying before. Like 1994, they didn't say shotgun in 1994.
When were you born?
Don't worry about it.
You were born in 1995, weren't you?
I was born after Kurt Cobain had already died.
I remember being a cell and remembering
So-
shotgun.
So I was like,
oh, okay. But I was like, I don't think so. But my friend was like kind of sure about it. So I looked it up, and literally what it means is like when you did the horse and buggy, is that the passenger...
In 1901.
Was it 1901? It was
Yeah.
like 19 something.
It was
way
18.
early 1900s. And the person who sat in the passenger side on the horse and buggy would have a shotgun to protect any animals coming at you, any people coming at you, like whatever, or protect the merchandise that was
To protect
in
anything
the bag.
coming at you.
Yeah. So
There's an
that's...
animal over there. Shoot the driver immediately.
I don't know.
A raccoon comes up to the car and Katie goes, yes.
But like... So I was like, oh, so my friend comes back and was like, oh, no, actually, it's because of this, blah, 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 blah. It was just like a quick Google search. So I was telling Chris and Jared, like, oh, yeah, haha, shotgun, am I right? Because I forgot that I was speaking with Z about that and that you guys didn't know that me and Z had this whole conversation about shotgun. So if you wanted to know fun facts...
Wow,
Fun fact!
What? Wait.
So from our perspective, it was just we like.
You were just after the joke.
Yeah, somebody
Or
just
after
said
the-
shotgun, and you just immediately correlated to Kurt Cobain.
It was just a big misunderstanding. Would you look at that?
Yeah, but I don't even think Kurt Cobain shot himself in the car.
No, it was.
He shot himself in the house in which I took selfies in front of.
I think Kurt would have smiled at that joke. Would have finger gun.
He didn't smile at anything.
Yeah. Yeah. He smiled at his daughter. He loved her very much.
He did love her very much. She's beautiful.
Well,
We'll agree to
love
disagree.
doesn't have anything to do with looks.
You right. Why is that?
Like, I
Okay,
don't
so
want to do that.
Enya's 52. She lives in a castle and she's my mom. Enya's 52. She lives in a castle. She won't get married because she thinks that's going to be the most tragic thing that could happen to her, and she's my mom. Enya's 52. She lives in a castle. She's the richest woman in Ireland, and she's my mom. I love her. Next person. I'm so confused. I love Enya. She's the richest woman in Ireland. She's been making music since forever. She doesn't talk to anybody on the planet except for this old married couple that she makes music with. And that's all. She doesn't even talk to her own family. People in her own family are like, she's kind of boring.
She lives in
When
an
you
entire
grow up, you could
castle
just do
on her
that.
own,
Wow.
just
Yeah.
to be away from everybody.
She has 12 cats. And
Is
that's
she,
it.
is she
She lives
rich
in a
because of her music? or-
castle with
Yeah.
her cats,
Okay.
and that is how she lives.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't knock it.
I know.
That's what I fucking do.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Who else is a Enya stan here? Everyone raise your hands so nobody knows. Please? Nobody raised their hand. Okay, who wants to go next? So nobody knows. Please, somebody raise your hand. You just told everybody that nobody raised their hand. No.
Leave that out. Look at all those hands.
Leave it out.
Leave it in.
Imagine the concept of a grown man collecting pet bugs.
Yeah, that's a job. There's a name for
yeah.
that.
No, but you know how when you were little, you would pick up little roly-polies and keep them in like little jars and stuff with a little stick? Imagine a grown man doing that.
People go to
people
school
do
for
that.
8 years for that.
Yeah.
No, as a hobby.
People do that as a hobby,
Imagine.
but get paid. Who wrote "Seeing a couple have sex walking to get tacos"? Were they having sex
Okay.
while they were
Okay, no. We were walking to Pike Place Market.
No! They were not doing missionary.
Okay, we have to tell like a story. Okay, so we were walking to Pike's Place Market, and we were walking down the street, and there's this big bay window with all the lights on.
curtains
and
anywhere to be seen.
No curtains. Yeah, me and Katie were going to get tacos with our friends, and we just see this little woman bouncing up and down, bouncing up and down, and smiling, laughing. And then we see a man's head on the couch, looking at the whole city, and they're kissing, and they love it.
No,
and
he's
we're like, are they fucking?
This is what happened.
That's literally what happened.
No, is that the couch? The back of the couch was on. So you're looking up at the window, right? You're looking up. The back of the couch.
Keep going.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're looking up at the window, right? Your neck's all like this. You're hurting yourself because it's so high. And the back of the couch. So you saw the back of the guy's head through the window,
Uh-huh.
and you see the front of the girl's face.
Okay.
They were
What?
Cowboying that shit. Okay? She was like bouncing like on a pogo stick, except it wasn't a pogo stick, it was a penis.
Sounds like a Mortal Kombat death
just like
sound.
that,
It sounds in my ear right now.
And she was finishing him, if you
I am finishing him, Sub-Zero!
But that's also the sound.
Sub-Zero!
That was the sound that she made because we could hear from the window. So,
Oh, you could hear it?
No.
I thought it was like way up.
No, it was way up. But when we were walking the window, so if there's no curtains, nothing, you can see straight in there. Like if you saw the show You, I don't know if anybody saw You, but if you did see it, you know what I mean? They had no curtains, so you could see everything that was going on.
You jumped in to correct me about the situation with the way the couch was facing.
Yes, because you have to know.
Really,
you have
need
to
a
know.
picture
You
here.
need, thank you. You need a picture.
And everybody stopped, and they covered their mouth, and we said, "Stop!"
The windows were steaming.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't.
Charlotte, I'm right and you're wrong. The windows were
Give
steaming.
Katie a twisted tea, and she the force of God exists within her fighting spirit of a Chinese New Year full dragon. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the whole story?
They were just having sex, and we were talking, and we were just like, oh, they
We said,
definitely wanted.
"What a loser
No, we
having
were just
sex
like,
like this."
like, oh, they wanted people to see. That was probably like what they were into, is they wanted people, because she didn't like have.
So
like,
you
a shirt
obliged
off.
and you waited until they were both done.
Did you clap?
We sure did. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Like, you know when you see somebody getting engaged to and you're like, oh my god, woo, say yes, say yes.
That's you.
That was us.
They had a quiet. I heard a story of Katie in Central Park.
Oh, but it was so sweet.
Katie was at Central Park, and they had a nice, quiet engagement.
False.
Wait, what's
Wrong.
What's the word? What's the word? Proposal. They had a nice, quiet proposal, and Katie goes, "Yes!" In the middle of Central Park, it's beautiful swans and autumn leaves, and Katie's, "Will you marry me?" Katie's like, "Say yes!"
No! They were on a boat. They couldn't even see me, or they could hear me, and they were far away, and she was already saying yes, and I was like, woo, say yes! She already said yes! But, like, my mind went to, oh my god, like,
I'm gonna
what?
pay right now.
She's on the boat, like, what if she doesn't want to say yes? Like, she's stuck with this man now, like, on a boat. It's literally like, you know when, like, in Italy, and they do, like, the boat rides kind of thing? It's literally just the couples, and the person who does, like, the boat or whatever, and I'm just like, oh my god, if she says no, that's really fucking awkward, because they had to go all the way back, so they were at the very end, they had to go all the way back, and we were sitting on this gigantic, like, boulder, this rock, and I just see the guy get down on one knee, and I guess he's like, "Wait, marry me," blah, 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 and you just see her, you know, her hand over her mouth, what? Blah, 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 blah. And she's like, I see her go like this, and I start screaming, I'm like, whoa, say it! Yes! She said yes! And everybody in the park is just like, woo! Like, they can't hear the clapping, but they heard me screaming.
Oh my god.
But they heard me.
But they heard, I needed to be the loudest. I needed
I
them to
feel
hear
like
me.
that's a power play.
yeah.
That he brought her on a boat all alone so she couldn't say no
Because
Exactly.
of the implication.
because of the implication.
Yeah, but he couldn't afford to go to like the Met Stadium because that's too expensive when you're in front of like a crowd, you know. So he had to settle for a little bit less. He only had the Groupon for the boat ride. He didn't have the Groupon for the stadium.
I love those YouTube collages where it's basically like all those videos put together of people turning people down for kisses.
Oh, yeah.
In stadiums, they're like they turn to each other, and then she turns like the other way and kisses somebody else. Like,
Those are my favorite.
I love the one of the, it's like the bicep or the flex cam, and it's
Oh,
like
the
it goes to the guy.
army woman?
Yeah, and then the army chick behind him.
Oh, yeah.
Your feet, got
Oh,
your
and
feet.
she's like fucking jacked. Yeah.
He just like sits down with his hand over his mouth like, yep, I'm done.
yeah.
She goes, "Oh well." Jeez.
They
When
want
did
a
you guys?
shot?
When did you guys find out Santa wasn't real?
What?
I know, but after this, after the joke where we all pretend we didn't know, when did you guys find out? Wait, when did you guys find out Santa was? How did you guys find Santa was real?
You are really into this.
Yeah.
We never believed in Santa.
Really?
Because he's fucking stupid.
Wait,
Are
did
you
your
dumb?
parents never told you the thing?
No, of course they don't. They don't lie
I
to us.
actually, okay, I
I've heard that's
did
weird,
ruin cousin Emily, Elizabeth's life. I must have been, because I think you were alive at that point.
Debatable. I think I was alive
You know, there was that
beginning
dark
7.
period for a while where
I wasn't
you know,
truly alive until I
I
was
think-
7.
Like, I think you were a newborn,
You're
so
final form
I think
here.
I was like 5, maybe 6 tops. Like, you were a newborn.
Yikes,
So
Rooney.
Elizabeth
Embarrassing.
would have been, what, 4?
Yeah, they're like just.
And Emily
just
would have
younger
been
than you.
like 1 or something.
Yeah.
So we were all babies, and so like we were staying at Aunt Marie's house the night before Christmas.
Yeah.
It was like a whole family thing. You're saying it's like you remember it. I know for a fact you didn't.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
Like, tell me more.
And it was all the cousins together. They were so excited. Like, oh, Santa's gonna come tomorrow. You're so excited. And I was like, Santa doesn't
Who?
exist.
Oh my
Oh, you just straight up said
I
it?
did. I was like,
Whoa.
Santa isn't real.
When you're a kid, you're like, I want to
And
be right.
she's like,
No!
you see it? I ruined her whole life. I'm an asshole.
Wait, so that's really interesting. Your parents never told you? Like, did the whole Tooth Fairy Santa Claus thing?
Why did your parents lie to you?
I don't know, it's like the thing
It's
to
like
do.
it's like a
it's funny.
It's like a
Look at this
funny
dumb
trick to
idiot.
play
He
with
thinks
kids.
Did
it's
your
funny.
parents?
Yeah, we had
Play
Santa
around
and Tooth
town.
Fairy and all that. Yeah.
When did you find out it wasn't real?
I don't know, like 9 or 10 or something like that.
How?
I believed for a long time.
How, though? How?
It wasn't like a traumatic thing. It was more like the doubts rose every year, and then one year it was like me and my cousins just talking about it, and we're like, I don't think you exist. No, I don't think so. Like, you just
You're like
kinda figured it
conspiring
out.
with your
Yeah.
cousins, like, okay, do you think he's real? I don't know. Do you
It
think
was
he's real?
more-
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it was
Consensus
more
Is your
says
mom lying to you? Is your mom lying to me? I don't know.
Well, it was more like every year it got more and more unbelievable, and then finally it was like stories just didn't check out. But my parents,
Being like little 8-year-old detectives. Something doesn't check out here.
documentary.
I don't
like, you see here on the video, the sleigh goes from left to right.
you guys are like Charlie Day with
Enhance
the crazy wall.
My mom says that the Tooth Fairy wears a bowler hat, and yours says that she wears.
When she throws it, it cuts the heads off.
Yeah,
the
I'm shocked that kids don't pick up on that sooner. Because you think kids would be
kids.
like, well, but no, the Tooth Fairy really does this and looks like this. And
She's
the other kid's
green.
like,
She's green.
but no, this is how
Yeah.
it is. And you think kids would be like, wait a minute.
So my parents went through great lengths to try to keep me believing in Santa.
Really?
So did
Yeah.
my parents, yeah.
Wait,
They
wait.
did
For as
so,
long as,
like you
like,
rustle
wow.
around in the night for Santa.
Yeah, so dad would climb up on the roof and stomp around,
Oh.
and then one year.
Wait, no, did he really?
Yeah.
He climbed up on the roof to
Yeah,
stomp
do that.
around?
Yeah, so you could hear something walking around up on the roof. Yeah.
I've never heard of anyone doing that.
Really?
That's really
Oh.
cool.
What did
Yeah.
you as a kid be like, oh my god, I gotta go check the roof now? Like, that would be like a story like...
You weren't
kid-
allowed to leave the room, or
No, like,
Yeah,
kid
just-
dies,
yeah.
I'm gonna
was
go
it? Wait, was
see-
that real? I was making that up.
Yeah, you're not supposed to come out of the room.
No, I know you're not supposed to come out of the room, but I just feel like... if I was a kid, I'd be like, I'm gonna sneak out my window, and then that's when I would die.
You're a bastard.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. As a kid, I knew I couldn't look at the roof
Yeah.
from the inside of the house.
Wait, what else did your parents do?
But he would also like actually dress up like Santa. So there
And
was
walk around on the roof?
yeah. So I don't know if he did it at the same time, but
Is your
there
dad
was
Tim Allen?
Dude, people
maybe he is
People in the
Santa.
neighborhood could pay him to walk around on the roof dressed like Santa. I bet he'd make a hot 20 off that.
Only
It was a seasonal job for your dad.
Yeah. But no, there was
Painter
one
by
year,
day, Santa by night.
There was
$12 and change.
there was one year that my mom she's like, oh, I heard something in the living room, so I took pictures, and it was just like pictures of like Santa's back.
Just
So it wasn't, yeah.
Holy hell,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah. So like it was all just pictures of him like turned around. So you couldn't see that it was actually my dad, but...
The most my mom would do was she'd put out milk and cookies and then leave like half
A bite.
and,
Yeah.
bitten cookies and stuff, and then she'd put out carrots for the reindeer.
Oh, that's
and
cute.
She'd bite those too. She just bit throughout the night.
So she just left garbage.
Well, when you're wrapping the gifts, you
Look, this is Santa's fucking garbage he left behind. Wow.
He didn't like your cookies. He only ate half of it, and then he spat it back out.
What if there was half-eaten cookies and then there was just a big pile where they spit everything like,
on the floor.
it's like mush.
Like somebody had oatmeal raisin,
He
but
was
he left all the
really here.
raisins behind.
You got
No, like next time make chocolate chips, kid.
I hate raisin cookies.
You chew it completely and then spit it into your stocking so you reach it.
He kind of coats the coal in some
really funny.
like.
Since we're doing like our Christmas special now, like,
Yeah, sure.
what was your guys' like Christmas like agenda? Like, how was your Christmas day? Because I found that your guys' Christmas day was vastly different than like mine as a kid.
Okay, let's go around the room. Mine, my mom would set up a pile of things for my sister and a pile of things for me, and then we would have stockings, and then we would come out, and me and my sister would take turns opening. And then at the end, we'd give our big gift to my mom.
That's
How
exactly
does coming
what
out
we did.
work? Like, what time would you come out?
My sister was younger, so she was like,
Yeah, wake up! 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Guess
yeah.
what?
Santa came.
Fucking Santa came.
That's pretty on par to my experience.
you guys?
Mom was always early to get up because she works at a hospital, so it was like she'd go to work at 8 a.m., get home like 4 a.m. shift. The rest of the family, Dad and both of us, we got up at noon.
Maybe 12.
Yeah,
Christmas,
we're cool with that.
whatever.
So Christmas started, we'd get up a little bit earlier. I'd say maybe 10 a.m.
Yeah,
At
it
the
starts
most.
at like 10 or 11-ish.
Yeah.
And we would have Grandma and our aunt and uncle come over. And
If
Oh, so you have like the whole
available.
extended family come over.
Yeah, family
Yeah.
nearby would come over, and we have a big breakfast. So Mom always makes pancakes and waffles and eggs and bacon and sausage and stuff.
Yeah,
so like
it's
a
awesome.
big old breakfast spread and everything, and we'd sit down. Christmas music would be playing, and
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, and then then we just kind of hang out and talk and let dinner or breakfast settle a little bit, and then we'd just kind of open presents, and it was
Dad
like
would walk around on the roof.
of our
apartment.
3-story apartment.
he went to great
Not because he wanted to be Santa, he just got bored.
Yeah, since he didn't tell you the Santa thing, he's just like, I'm gonna go walk around on the roof for a little while.
He's coming at 4 a.m., like stopping right over our bedroom, like, have these fuckers.
I hate you.
Yeah,
I hate see them sleep.
Like, I would like call and ask how your Christmas went, and then I'd be like, "Oh, what'd you get?" And you're like, "Oh, I don't know, I haven't opened it yet." It's like 4 in the afternoon, and I'm like, "What the hell?"
So what we do is basically we get up at around like 10 or 11. We have the breakfast, and then we do that for the next couple of hours. So about like 3 or
like 1.
yeah,
we'd start
1 or
opening
2.
presents.
We would start opening the presents. Grandma and our aunt and uncle would sit around patiently while we did that. So patiently,
Just kind of observing everybody else opening their presents. Like,
they kind of
that's
nod
nice.
their head. They were so
When's my
kind to
turn?
us. And then we would kind of, I would always want to like wear this like the Santa hat. That's the only Santa exposure
You did
we
have a
had.
Santa hat. That's right.
Because it was very warm and it was a Santa hat, and I would put it on and then I would give people gifts because I wanted to do something because I was a high bracket child.
You're not allowed to wear the Santa hat unless you believe in Santa.
I fucking wear the Santa hat right now.
My mom says you can believe
in
in the
February.
spirit of Santa Claus.
Oh, shut up, Mom. I know
That's
your
a
mom.
cop out. Whoa.
If you,
I thought this was going to be the 5th spill of the night.
what do you mean?
Oh, okay.
We had a tradition where on Christmas Eve we were allowed to open one present.
Oh my gosh, us too.
We did.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
did that like 1 year, I think.
Yeah.
'cause
Really?
you-
That's
'cause-
cool.
Yeah, but the rule was that my parents got to pick what the gift was. I didn't get to pick what it was.
Yeah.
Okay,
Same
so
with
you
my,
just picked the biggest one.
same with my
Yeah, I
parents,
just no. So believe it or not, it's got to be coincidence, but it was pajamas every damn year.
Ayo.
Go to sleep. Wow, pajamas. You should totally go to bed like now. Like now, dude.
Try them on.
That's so funny.
Your
Your dad's like putting on a Santa outfit, ready to walk on the roof. Please go to sleep. I gotta go to bed.
Your dad's got some roof stomping and saying, God, just go to bed.
No, that's so funny because like my family would do that too. My mom would get us like pajamas and she'd give it to us as the gift because what we did is my mom, when she was younger, she has photos and everything. My grandma liked to give the girls robes and the guys she liked to give pajamas, and my grandma would wear a robe, so each year you would get a different robe, different pajamas.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so then you would take a picture on the stairs in the pajamas, and that's like that Christmas.
Yeah.
So then you have that Christmas morning of the pajamas and everything you got from the night before, and then the night before on Christmas Eve, if I got presents like for my brothers and my mom and my dad, I would give them one gift. They would give me one gift of their choosing of whatever they wanted. But it was
so,
really
like,
sweet.
That's so good as like give and take instead of just
Yeah.
like all the gifts for for the kids, and then the parents just kind of like open it up every once in a while.
And my dad, or Santa, would leave same thing like the cookies bitten into, but Santa would leave a note and it was like, you guys have been so good this year, like blah 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 blah.
You even got a note?
Yeah,
Wow.
my
At
dad.
least you got piles. Like ours is just a frenzy
got
free-for-all
piles.
anarchy mess of just knocking down my sister to get the big one.
No, we had order too for our Christmases in the morning. As we got older, it was kind of more like anarchy because it was kind of like whatever. But my mom would go, okay, Katie, you open first. I'd open the gift, and my brothers would have to sit there and watch me open the gift.
that's right.
Then it would be my oldest, brother, and he would get to open his gift. Then we all had to watch him open a gift, and eventually we all just got sick and tired of that bullshit. So we were just like, presents! And my mom was like, no, wait, like, let your sister open it. And we were all just like, Mom, no. Like, we're 21, like, 19, like, we're all old now. Like, Mom, no.
You have no power. You're
Yeah, literally.
Our parents were always really good about making sure that the presents were pretty even.
Yeah.
So what we'd do is we'd all sit around. So like 2 people would be on the floor and 2 people would be on the couch, and one person would be in charge of giving out gifts. And so they'd try to, here's one gift for you, and here's one for you, and here's one for you, and I'll sit down with one for me, and everybody would kind of open a present all together. And so whoever was kind of in charge that year of giving out, of handing out the gifts, would always make sure that somebody was supplied with a gift to open.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We had a system.
It was kind of like every once in a while, like I would realize I was just watching people open gifts. So then Dad would be like, he would take over for me so I can open some gifts, and then I would like take over and give him all the gifts so he can like sit down for a while and do that too.
My family, we used to do when we were younger, like, because I have 13 first cousins on my mom's side, so I have a lot.
I think I have 13 cousins on my dad's side.
I have a lot. So what we would do when we were younger is we would do like a grab bag. So it would be like, oh, Katie has Kyle, and Kyle has Brendan, or
Do you want me to bleep those names? Okay.
No, you leave my full fucking name in there in every fucking podcast we do. Why start now?
So Kyle.
That's not even his last name. So having 13 cousins, including myself, there's only 2 girls. So that's numerically, that's a lot of boys. So what would happen is my mom is one of 5, and my aunts would always give me an extra gift because I was the only other girl, their only other niece besides my other cousin. So I would always get like an extra gift as opposed to like all of the guys.
Yeah.
So I was like, they were always like trying to do it in like secret, and they're like, this is like for you. And I was like, oh, thank you so much, thanks. Like I made it like super obvious that I got an extra gift, and it was always some sort of scarf or bag.
Extra gift, everybody.
Thanks so much.
Did you guys ever like bake things, or like how did food things go for Christmas?
It started off with my mom. When we were younger, we would do homemade cookies, and then it turned into, as we got older, it'd be like the Pillsbury Doughboy, like fucking.
Oh hell yeah!
Boy, face over
Yeah.
you.
Like as we got older, it just became less and less. More to do for that. Just kind of like, all right, good night. See you tomorrow. Presents will be there when you wake up. You know that. Good night.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can like soak your tampon into like alcohol.
I saw that.
Yeah, and you could just. That would burn.
I know.
Yes.
but you can. It's possible.
It's like, yes, but you can do it.
But it is a thing you can do for fun. You can do it for fun.
Wait, what if you do both together? You soak 2 of them in vodka and you just shove
Guys,
them
I'm
right
about
up
to
your nose.
faint. It's too much for
There
me.
you go.
I've come to wash and wipe.
Or even better, now you take the 2 tampons and you put them up your nose, or you soak a whole bunch, right? Whatever. You put one
I'm into this.
in your butt.
Uh-huh.
You put one
In your
in your
vag.
vagina.
Yeah.
And you put 2 in your nose.
Wait, didn't you start with 2 in your nose? So are you saying you shove them into your
How many do you
brain?
swallow? How many do you eat?
None.
You're forgetting your.
And then you suck on one like it's candy through your mouth. And then your ears! Right in your ears! Oh my god, you're gonna be so fucking lit!
And then you take eye drops, you gotta pour out all you gotta soak up the vodka, 1 drop in each eye. You're covered. You covered all your bases.
No, I'm saying a lot of. Oh, you know how to get vert.
Oh my god, where did this go?
Can we try this?
No!
Dangerous.
Maybe the nose.
Okay, so
Disclaimer, don't put that up your vagina. Your butt.
Please don't do any of what we
okay,
talked about at
please
home.
send us.
Butthole maybe.
Stay tuned.
Wait, did you guys believe any of like video game rumors when you were younger? Because I remember hearing on the bus about like Peekaboo and stuff, and I remember this one fucking time somebody told me in school that if you fall off the tower in Ocarina of Time while it's crumbling down, that it deletes your save file. And I remembered that too long into my adult life. Like I was like, when I'm doing this part, don't fall off the tower, it'll delete your save file. It's not fucking true.
no.
Did you guys have any of those?
Honestly, no. And to be fair, as a kid, like we were extremely sheltered. We were introduced to video games relatively late in our lives, and by that I mean like we got our PlayStation 1 at what age?
I was like 7, maybe.
Okay, so 2002.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 2002 is like our first introduction into like gaming systems. We had a Game Boy before that.
Yeah.
We played Pokemon, and that was literally our one game.
Yeah, when I was like 6.
We played
I
Pokemon and
think.
Pokemon Pinball. So our first like actual gaming system was we talked about that. Our first gaming system was the PlayStation 1, and we knew nothing about games. And so like we had like a small handful of games. We had Barbie Explorer.
Oh god.
We had Ape Escape, and I had like 2 Spyro games at that point. And those were our
Moto.
games. And what?
I had Jet Moto.
Oh, and Crash and Jet Moto and Beast Wars.
Beast Wars and
And Digimon World.
and what was the one? The Sheepdog and Wolf.
Oh god, no.
Looney Tunes.
You were
Sheepdog and
talking
Wolf.
I've blocked that out of my mind.
No, I
That's the worst game on the
question.
planet. But what?
Dude, so you're saying that you were like sheltered. So like I used to play on like my PS2. I used to play like Bully, which was literally like him beating up people, and like at some points you could even kiss like another male character. Did your parents go like, nope, you can't play this game, like
No.
because of the label, or?
Honestly,
you couldn't play Harry Potter, right?
No, we did.
'Cause, I mean, a lot of
We did when we
parents
were
didn't let
kids.
their kids do anything with
Yeah,
Harry
like
Potter
did you
because it was
guys
like
have any,
witchcraft.
like,
and...
M-rated games?
No,
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
Okay.
not.
What
When
about
you were
teen
younger?
Well,
rated?
to be honest, we didn't have a lot of interest in any games that they would have objected against, honestly. But yeah, so we had a bunch of like literally games for kids.
Yeah.
So that's all.
So
I
did
played.
you ever hear any
But-
rumors that like weren't true?
Well, that's it. So I literally didn't know anything about like cheat codes and stuff like that. That was a completely foreign concept. to me.
Yeah.
Like we had a small handful of games, and like we didn't really know it, and we didn't have any friends who played games. Like so that was our whole world. You play Spyro, and that's the game. So my friend told me, I remember because she went to public school, which were homeschooled her whole life. So she went to public school. So she would feed all these rumors and stuff to me, and I was like, and I didn't believe like 90% of the shit she told me because they're like, well, my parents said that that's not true.
Yeah.
And, so I like we were friends, but I did not trust her.
Took everything she said with a grain of
And
salt.
I did not
trust her.
I secretly hated her a little bit.
Nice. So you didn't want to believe anything she said was going to be true because you didn't like her.
she got me in trouble so many times.
Oh my god.
And she just fucked up my life. But she told me so many lies. 90% of what she told me was lies. I would find out later. I'm like, no, that was a lie.
Wait,
So
when did
she
she
would-
get you into trouble?
Remember, we shoplifted?
You what?
Yeah!
Wait, was that Courtney or Brittany?
That was a good idea.
Brittany.
I'm like, Courtney was such a sweet kid.
Brittany for sure.
Then you married a theft prevention officer.
I know. But
She's reformed.
Pick a
She's
side.
But yeah, so she told me this thing. I literally did not believe her. She told me, oh yeah, so on Spyro there are these codes that you can put in where
There's
you
these
get
little
this-
Crash Bandicoots running around.
Yeah.
You can catch Pokemon.
And Crash Bandicoot and Spyro can kiss a little bit, and maybe touch privates. But no, so
Wait, what?
so she told me there are these special cheat codes that you can put in to turn Spyro different colors and like give him like the big head code and stuff. And I literally did not. I told her to your face, like, you're a fucking idiot. That does not exist. That doesn't. Games don't do that. Games don't work that way. And I went home and I like looked around and I typed it. And Spyro had a giant head, and I would only play with the giant head code.
Fuck, dude.
So I don't know if this,
I couldn't believe it.
I don't know if this necessarily, because it's not a game, but like, you know when you believe your parents so much, like what you were saying, you're like, oh, I didn't believe her because like you didn't like want to and stuff, you believe your parents. So trusting my father because, well, he's my dad and
Yeah.
I'm a dad.
Do you know that video on YouTube from years ago where it was like the car going down, the driveway, or not the driveway, but the highway, and then at the end it's the scary monster that scares you,
that
right? It
one,
screams
like
at
the
you.
First jump scare video.
Yeah, that one. So my dad pulled me and my brother into the room and was like, "Oh, look at this video! Like, I want to see if I want to buy this car for your mom." And I was like 6, 7, maybe probably closer actually to kindergarten, 5, 6 years old.
Oh, no.
And so my brother had to be about like 3 or 4. So my dad's like, "Oh, come look at this car. I think I want to buy this car for your mom. I think, for like a birthday gift, Christmas gift, what the fuck ever."
And internally, your dad's like, I want to ruin my children.
And my dad internally is like, heh, 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 heh. So we were like, oh yeah, cool, like a new car, great, awesome, Dad. And so we're looking at the video and he's like, no, you really got to get close to it. So he does the thing where he makes us go close to it like this, and we're like screen to screen. And me and my brother are like looking at each other. Screen to screen. Eyes to screen.
What the
Scream to scream is appropriate.
Scream.
And all of a sudden, he, like, I guess secretly, like, turns up the volume because it was just so loud. And I remember my dad the lady screamed, and me and my brother, of course, went, ah!
Wait, do you want to tell what? Because there are younger people that have no idea what you're talking about. That that fake
Should have been
advertisement.
born earlier. I don't know.
Advertisement for a car where it would cut. If you show me one single the first frame of that video, I know exactly what the fuck that is. It looks like a car commercial, and it's a car going through a little valley, just cutting through. And then all of a sudden, this green,
It's like a
decrepit
silver.
woman will come on and go, "Ah!" in your
Well,
face.
if you were not in the bathroom for the beginning of this conversation, I explained that already. So maybe if you were like here,
I'll just cut out your explanation for mine.
Fuck you. Whatever. And me and my brother run to our room because we shared a room. We shared a room at the time, and we ran across the hallway and we started hysterically crying. And my dad was like trying to like comfort us, like, I'm so sorry, because I was honestly terrified. Like, I was so scared. Like, I had nightmares for days. He realized he made a mistake.
You're gonna remember this for the rest of your life.
Don't tell your mother. Don't tell your mother.
My mom was in the back behind the wall watching. She didn't give a fuck. So
Don't tell my boss.
So literally, we're crying in the room, like, what? Like, because it was not necessarily
The green woman
No,
is
it was-
screaming at me.
It was not only one now because we were scared. It was too like, we can't trust Dad ever again.
Why would you do this to us?
Stuck with you this long.
It
You're
did.
gonna remember this for the rest of your life.
I
You never
am.
trust Dad
I'm
again.
gonna do it to my kids someday.
Which is so funny. I know that this whole conversation has been completely derailed from the original question.
What, the video game thing?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I did
The video
derail it.
game myths?
We can link it back to video games.
Did you know that you could evolve?
Oh, we could, yeah.
You could evolve Pikachu into Speakachu,
But-
and he'll say bad words.
Oh my god. But that's funny that you say that because I do remember I was young enough to still, I think I was still in a diaper. And I think
Remember being in a diaper?
Remember that? Wow.
Mom was
What?
Mom was either pregnant with Katya or it was like right before she was. Like I was really young. I was maybe 4 or 5.
Do you remember being
I
like...
deeply remember this. I was so because Mom and Dad had different shifts. Mom would work in the morning, or I think this is maybe even when she was still going to school, and Dad would work graveyard shifts. Mm-hmm. And so they had completely opposite schedules. So during the nighttime, it was just me and Mom, and she put me to bed and everything. And I remember it was just the two of us at home, and I was in the living room or something. I don't remember this part. I don't remember what led up to it, but I must have been in the living room watching TV or something. And then I remember that I wanted to find Mom because where is she? I haven't seen her in a while. And I remember her bedroom door was open. So I wandered in and the light was off, so it was pitch black inside. I remember I wandered in and I was kind of scared and I was looking for Mom because I couldn't find her and everything. And she was right around the corner and she jumped down and went, boo! And I remember I just stopped and I sat down on the floor and I just started sobbing. I distinctly remember that to this day, and she was horrified. She was like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't think I was going to scare you that bad."
I used to love scaring my mom.
Wait, but what did my dad and your mom, what did they expect to happen? We were going to be like, oh, that's so funny.
Dude,
We're babies.
You got me, dude.
Yeah, you grow I don't know. I'm short, so how many inches do you grow when you're normal size?
How much do you grow? Wait, you say when your mom scares you,
How
grow
tall are
several
normal adults?
You grow and you're
Back down. You're
like a Looney Tunes, you strut.
No, can I say... choked on air. Your keyframes are too long. I know this is totally random, but I'm very short. I am 5'1", right? And I am in my cousin's wedding party, and for the average size dress length for the dress that I need to be in, to get it hemmed, I have to hem 11 inches. Just for it to fit me. Lengthwise. Just length.
Why did they make it so long?
I don't know, because why are people 5'6"? I don't know. Why am I 5'1"? Genetics.
You're 5'1"?
Yeah.
Don't laugh at that.
Thank you.
See, the average
Nice height.
American woman height is 5'3", so you're not
I
far
thought it was
off.
5'5".
I thought it was lower. I think
thought it was
I think
5'18".
it's 5'4". When I checked 10 years ago, it was 5'5" or something, and I think the last
Has it
time I checked it was
decreased?
it's decreased, if I remember correctly.
5'4". Say
The women
5'4".
are shrinking.
The only time I'm ever going to be average. Thank you.
So our mom likes to say that whenever somebody jokes about how short she is, she likes to remind them that she's exactly 4'10" and 3/4".
Nice.
Well,
When
really?
you're a kid, you're I'm 6.5.
Because 4'10" exactly is the cutoff point. If you're under 4'10", that's where you're legally defined
As a little person?
yeah.
Don't say it.
No, I think...
Don't say it.
I think dwarfism.
Don't. Oh, okay.
Dwarfism, right?
You know that's what it's called.
It changes every 5 years.
No, it does not.
Is little person correct?
Oh my god, I can't believe you said that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's yeah.
I was just going to
dwarfism is
exclude
correct,
myself
yeah.
from this conversation, just in case.
Connor's I'm out because I don't know.
Everybody who's excusing themselves, let's leave now.
This whole conversation, we've talked about Kurt Cobain's suicide.
Don't do a recap, right?
Don don. And these are the stories.
Chris spills another drink.
I won't spill another drink. I've spilled drinks on the podcast before. I keep a tally.
Yeah, but it's I've already spilled 4. I don't have anything holding me back anymore.
Oh,
All over there.
Can you guys tell your Silent Hill 2 story?
So yeah, pretty much what happened was our friend Jermaine finally got us into
It was Jermaine, wasn't it?
big
Yeah.
shocker. we, being horror fans, had never played Silent Hill.
Yeah, that's right.
We never even considered playing Silent Hill because we didn't know anything about it, so we thought it was kind of like your basic ass, like, kind of jump scary horror game. Your basic ass. We thought it was like your basic ass. And so we never had any inclination to play it. And then Jermaine had a big old conversation with us, and he's like, no, he sat us down in his room, and he played videos for us, and he's like
theories and all
Which
sorts
ones?
of
yeah. Oh, a bunch of them. Like, a bunch of, like, you know, kind of...
Whatever the one where the narrator goes, James
Sunderland.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know who does it.
No, I mean, which game?
Oh.
Which one?
So
Which game did he show you?
Well, I mean, the original series, but mostly focusing on 2.
Okay.
But just why the original, like,
series.
the Team Silent games were good. And so we finally sat down and we were like, okay, we're fucking doing this.
Yeah.
Because we got so hyped because those videos were really good. And it was like, this is a lot more than we thought it was going to be. So we jumped in and we played it for the first time. Yeah. And it was magical. So I was...
How old were you guys?
It had to have been over 18.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was like 20,
Illegal.
21. Because when it was it after you had moved here?
No, so
It was when you were visiting for a few
I was visiting, so like we had been dating long distance, but this was the first time I like came up and visited. So I
But you
hadn't
were here
like
for like long term. It wasn't just a short visit.
Yeah.
You were here for like 2 months or something.
yeah, something like that. But I still hadn't had a whole lot of like extended time with you. So that comes into play later when.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, either way.
I'm sorry, this is
Yeah.
really cute right now because the three of us are being like quiet and you guys are like, no, remember when you came for like 2 months? No, remember when like you did? No, wasn't that? No,
You don't sound like that.
I'm not joking. It's really cute to watch because I'm like, remember because you guys are just looking butterfly kisses every time. Because you guys are just looking at each other and you're just like smiling and you're just like, yeah, no, you were here for like 2 months. Well, no, remember? This is before you moved here.
Good night, baby girl. I love you more than grains of sand on every beach, on every planet. Magma Flower.
What was the name of that video?
It's by Magma Flower. It's called Video to Brianna.
Yeah,
I was going to say, is that what beer snorters sent you after your conversation?
What happened?
Is that what beer snorters sent you after
We
this
can't talk
conversation?
about that. That's cut content.
Well, I thought all of this was being cut. Beer
I
snorters.
feel like that video is just as bad. Have you seen the hoodie on?
Wait. We gotta talk about this.
Okay.
But yeah, so you were here for whatever, a couple months.
You were
But-
visiting.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
And so, yes, we sat down and we played it. And it was our first experience, like, really, like, sitting down and playing a game. We turned off the lights. Everybody was gone. It was just the two of us. You were sitting on the couch. And the way our apartment was set up is the computer was behind the couch. So I sat on the chair behind the couch where you could not see me.
Yeah, because the couch is like in the middle of the room, so there's space behind it. Yeah.
And you sat down.
I want to see you.
Jared.
It was so cute.
It's disgusting. Disgusting.
You're ruining the atmosphere of the story. It's a scary story.
Wait.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll stop.
Well, you sat down and you started playing the game, and I was like directly behind him watching, and we're both super into it. The lights are off. There's nothing that you can see except for the TV. My parents like to take the clothes and instead of like just, you know, taking them out and like putting them in a hamper or something, we just pile them on the couch.
Yeah.
So I,
Well,
being, how old were we? 20 or so?
yeah.
19, 20.
29.
You know, back when, I'm sorry, when trip pants were popular.
When was that?
when were they ever popular?
They were popular?
Either way, you were
I
wearing
was
pants
wearing
and
really loud
much
pants.
made of chains.
Really loud pants.
Like chains and
So,
all sorts of stuff on
It was, conveniently enough, April 1st.
Haha.
So
So it was April 1st. Jared's
April
playing
1st,
Silent Hill
Jared's
2 for
playing
the first time, and you're in the room too.
My hand is tingling. Continue.
My hand is tingling.
I took off my pants.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, look, you know, I know I was joking about you guys being we don't need that in detail.
Silent Hill 2 is a pussy out kind of game.
So that's why I was trying to explain that we hadn't spent a whole lot of extended time.
No! That doesn't matter!
I thought it was.
I took off my pants!
Oh my god, everybody's taking their pants
I took off my pants! And I did put on quiet pants.
You have a drawer in your room labeled quiet pants.
No, they were on the couch.
Yeah, so they were on the couch.
They were on the couch, and I put on quiet pants.
Meanwhile, I'm
Without
just
Jared
enthralled
knowing.
in this game. Just
He had no fucking idea. I put on quiet pants. And I slowly sunk down behind
Like
the
a
couch.
shadow in the night.
Yeah.
Katie's trying to remember to breathe.
What? It's true. Have you ever played that game? It's a pussy out game. Get over it.
So this is
You wouldn't understand if you haven't played it.
No, she played it on stream and she
Yeah.
knows. She knows.
so
She knows it's a pussy out
Oh, wait, she played it?
yeah. So that makes it even better because this is still early on in the game, and you timed it perfectly.
Oh, you knew it was
Where-
coming.
I did not. Neither of us have played it.
No,
Remember?
yeah,
We
no.
just learned that this game was good.
So
we
this
just started playing it.
this was right around
Finger wave.
you encounter the first enemy.
Yes.
So do you remember?
So
the
for
enemy
anybody,
again?
so for anybody who doesn't know,
past the barricade.
Put in a clip. Put in a clip of it.
no visual stuff. Oh, yeah, put in the
in a
audio.
clip of it.
Put in the audio. So for anyone who doesn't know,
Damn
played
it.
Silent Hill 2, you're walking around the city. It's foggy, and you're following blood trails, and then you
Pussy's
pass.
out.
Pussy's out. It stinks. You walk past this white van, and all of a sudden this brown cockroach creature goes, and it sprints across the fucking ground and goes, and then you're supposed to go, it's funny. It's playing the game. It's funny.
It's funny.
And at this point, Erica's quiet pants off, pants on, quiet pants, expecting loud pants.
I was quiet, very quiet, as I went behind the couch and over to the side, just where he could not see me, and he thought I was still behind him, and so he was playing, and I watched the screen waiting for, because I literally did not know what was going to happen, but I knew that these monsters existed because we had already come to like 1 or 2 at this point. So I go over to the side, like on the ground like this. He goes past, there's this one part where you go past this van and this thing skitters out from underneath it, and it comes at the character, and I saw that happen, and immediately I just like towards him on the floor out of the door.
So I don't normally fall for like jump scares and stuff, but that
Jared, you screamed at a plate earlier today. Like I kicked a plate there was a plate on the glass table, and I accidentally kicked it, and it made like a loud like table noise, and Jared goes, ah! And there was a time where I was walking up to the door from the opposite, like outside in the dark, and you guys were walking up from the other way, and you went, ah! Don't give me that.
I hope you know those are exaggerated. Like shit.
Just
Call
teasing
the
you.
fuck out.
Oh, I fall for jump scares. Don't feel bad.
The plate earlier today did frighten me.
Oh, and every time the laundry goes off,
That was actually
genuinely
scary. That was
scary.
actually
That's scary.
That was a bad noise.
Okay, so we're all sitting on the couch, me, Katya, and Jared, and we're playing a video game, and then the washing machine just goes, and all three of us are like, whoa.
I don't know who keeps turning it on, because there's no reason for it. There's literally no reason except to scare you.
So what I thought is that it's the on thing, because the thing is that I don't read anything, so there's a sign that says, turn it on for a buzzer.
So, do you want buzzer?
And-
Yeah.
And you
But
thought
the
that
thing-
would turn the machine on?
Yeah, because it says on and off, so I put it on, and then I pressed it in, and then it goes, and one time I put it on off, and it still went on. I was like, that's so strange.
This
Put it
whole
on
time.
anyways. And then one time the laundry went off, and it didn't make a buzz, and I was like, what the fuck? What is
Are
because
you
it turned it
shitting
off?
me?
So I don't know what happened with that. Anyways, I'm the laundry pooba.
Oh,
Wait, no,
God,
you're not-
oh, God.
Did you finish the story?
Yeah, no.
I scared the shit out of them.
She scared, I screamed, everybody had a good old
fucked
time.
up the floor. No.
I'm
starving.
I'm listening, but I'm gonna go take a shower. Be right back. Anybody want a shot?
A shot?
A shower?
Shot.
I thought she said shower too.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go pee in it. Hope you guys don't mind.
I'm not gonna
shot in
stop
the
you.
shower.
What?
Go take a shot in the shower.
Okay, we're
That is chaotic.
Make sure you pee at the
BRB.
beginning and not at the end.
And make sure you start with washing your hair.
Yeah,
Where do you start,
so it
Kate?
drips
You're not
down.
allowed to do that after.
No, this is a pussy out kind of shot.
Could you stop saying that?
Wait, but I have to do it now.
Wait, she's gonna take a shot in the
I'm
shower.
going to step in the shower.
Do you guys have tampons you could soak?
You stepped on my hand!
I have to cut my toenails, and one toenail's really longer than
That's her crack toenail. Did you know Princess Leela in Star Wars had I know. She had a fucking crack. She had a crack pinky nail.
What the fuck is happening?
Party's over. Everybody eat carrots and water.
No, I had heard that, and that she partied on set like nonstop. Yeah.
So does anybody want a shot too? Yeah.
I want to.
You made a no to her, so you're gonna get whatever.
Don't give to Katya.
Oh yeah, double fisting it. Oh my god.
That's so brave.
Try doing that with your butt.
Hey guys, I'm double fisting Ace California Perry Craft Cider, 5% alcohol by volume, 12 fluid ounce, 355 millimeters,
5 calorie
5
per
calorie.
drop.
Ooh, gluten free, many drop. And I want to thank you very cordially for listening to us. We're very funny, and we want to make you laugh. Why?
I want Jared to say goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
Come closer, say goodbye.
Get real close.
Goodbye, everybody.
Give him a little kiss goodnight.
You went from like a to like
Wait, can we all just go really, like, all at the same time? Because I want to hear 5 people kissing.
yeah at the same
Wait.
time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dare you?
That's gonna sound fucking terrible in people's ears.
Can this be
Get out.
video?